The Mallard.
No, I said mallet. That's what I meant. Okay.
Just tell me I'll put this in first one.
It would be if you turned it around.
True.
What's the benefit of having a system like this?
Oh, I always hit my hand on it if it's the other way.
Okay, so
And you don't
that's
want
fine.
blood going
I
everywhere.
wondered.
Right. Yeah.
I've
No,
seen
I'm
that
good to
so
go.
many
I just
times.
wondered what the
Also, visually, if I'm standing away and the lip is there, I sometimes miss what's on the bottom of the score.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So I always just try to stand
It's
there.
kind of because you're tall.
I think so.
I think it's because you're tall. I'm sure people don't have, since you were closer, so don't miss it.
So.
So we're doing movement 2? Or
Movement 2. Yeah, we're starting right on movement 2. So, rather than just be a 4 pattern for 5 bars in a row, we want to see a cue structure. Who are you cueing? Who are you thinking? Who are you audiating?
Okay.
And remember, since all these entrances are fortissimo, fortissimo, we can't just conduct the same size the entire time. Second measure, you've got to pull it back down because all you hear is the pianissimo, tika-dan, tika-tika-da-da-da-da. Lots of contrast.
From measure 1.
So let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. I'm getting my metronome out. I promise I'm not checking Facebook right now.
Phones do everything.
I know.
Seriously, right?
It's so prejudiced.
I'm
I always
too
think I'm
fast.
texting them.
Yeah, it feels a little fast to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 130.
Okay.
Where you are right now. And you can hear Zach is struggling, even though it's an orchestral reduction.
Now press the 112.
Yes.
Ouch.
Not struggling. It's very easy.
Struggle too.
Not struggling.
It's like a big celebration right now.
So, what I'm talking about specifically is that in this first 5 bars, we get bumpy, ba ba ba, tika dun, tika tika dun, bumpy, taka tika da, bumpy, taka tika da, ba 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 ba, beat, beat, drums. There's a cue structure to this. We just don't go like this 5 bars in a row and hope that the choir all comes in. So, in your gesture, we can see you audiating these different parts and cueing these differences. So don't even look at the score right now, Emma. Just try,
Okay.
yeah. And we're just going to go to bar 6. Okay, so let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Who's the first brass instrument to play?
T- French horns.
Okay. Then what happens in measure 2?
Timpani and the cellos and basses, double basses are still playing. And then we have trumpets coming in measure 3.
Okay, and then who after that?
Trombones
Okay. And then what happens?
with the violin 2, and then everybody, and then we have the bassoons here, and then
And then the
voices.
choir comes in at 6, right?
Yes.
Good. Can you
It's all
memorize all
building
that?
up. Okay.
So don't even look at your music. Eyes focused on these different cues and the instruments, and your gesture matching the size of what's happening. connected to the music, that makes sense.
Okay.
And I think you can do even more in measure 2 when you pull it back. Bum bee ba ba bum ba ba bum. Dicka da da da. Bum bee da 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 da. Bum bee da 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 da. Ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da. Beat beat drums. That whole measure. This is a build up. This is a crescendo. This is leading into the choir entrance. So you've got to find a way to pull through that D and beat beat drums. And you don't have to worry about cueing Zach because he's not a real boy. He's not a real person. He's imaginary. He's the whole orchestra. But you gotta cue the horns in the beginning.
Okay.
Good. Percussion. Much better, thank you.
Okay.
In figure 5, remember, we're in this hemio-rhythmic sequence.
Okay.
There's going to be 6 sequences that happen.
Okay.
Deep da ba da ka da deep ba da da ka da beep ba da da ka da beep ba. Each time, because he maintains 4/4 rather than putting us in the 3/4, it offsets the entrance by a beat earlier, right? So you have to cue each of these entrances, and remember, you want them to be crucic gestures. Deep da 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 ka da beep ba da da ka da deep da 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 ka da deep da da.
Okay, so. Even though
Excuse me,
he's-
my
it's
wheelchair.
coming
This is much better than standing.
So it's dun 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 dun. But that feels like it's in 3.
Yeah, that's the whole function of it. He's offsetting the strong beat. Good. So the skill that we need in order to do this, I mean, you're the guinea pig up here right now, but let's all work on this. The skill you need to have is to be able to make either beat 1, 2, 3, or 4 crucic. Beat 1's easy. We do that all the time, every measure, right? Ding da 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 da. Now, rather than trying to lift back up and taking an anacrusic approach, you have to do what? You have to make beat 4 go down. But if beat 4 goes down, the rebound has to go back up so that you can give it beat 1 again. Dee da 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 ba ba. It's like when Don says here. Here da 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 here. 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 Beat 2, you just stab right down on beat 2. Good, so let's just start with Zach at figure 5. No, nobody else has to sing. There's no singing in this section anyway. But we'll start at figure 5. And let's see those strong beats in this hemiola sequence.
I didn't get it. It's not easy.
Not at all.
No, but it would be easier if you went 112.
Okay.
No. You're singing as if it's in 4. da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 da.
Cause they all happen on different.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right. Yeah, you've got all
So
the
it's
intricacies
one,
marked in.
1, 4, right, Lily?
3, 2,
1,
1.
4,
Doesn't mean
and
that I'm going to
One.
execute
3,
that.
2, 1,
4, 3, 2, 1,
4.
4.
Alright.
Right?
And 3 for the big clash.
Yes.
For the big
So
crash.
cue out those numbers. Say that. You're gonna say, take it to 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. Crash. Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Good. So let's try that with Zach. Will you conduct and articulate the rhythm in the violin part is from measure 41 through through measure 49. 41 through 49.
T ticka T T ticka T T T. Hold on. Do I have to conduct?
Yeah.
T ticka T.
You got it. You got it.
T ticka T ticka T T T ticka T T T ta ta ticka T T T ta ta ticka T T T T T Tim kata T T Tim kati T ta ta ticka T T T ta.
Almost perfect. Almost perfect.
What was
T ta ta ta.
Where?
Measure 46. Beat 4. You dotted the.
T T.
Emma, that's very good. That's very, very good.
What did I do?
You dotted the fourth beat as well. You went
T
ta.
Tim kati T.
No.
Do it twice.
No, you did it right. You did it right that time. My apologies.
Oh, okay.
That was great. That's what you need to be thinking in that whole section. If you're not thinking that, the wheels are gonna come off. If you're thinking about what the choir's doing, all over the traffic of cities, blah, 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 whatever it is, it'll never hold together.
So I need to be thinking of only one up until measure 49.
Well, if you look at it,
what you want?
that's really the only rhythmic function that's happening, except for the trumpets in bar 41, 42, and what the choir does. So there's really only three ideas going on at once, even though there's, 15 parts written out on the page. It's about simplifying. It's about simplifying. Imagine, have any of you ever taken a larger score and tried to make a piano reduction out of it? Even if it was a choral piece or something like that? It's a really good, in fact, when I was an undergraduate student in orchestral conducting, they'd always make us do that. They'd just hand you a full score and say, by Tuesday come back with your piano reduction of this piece. It's a really good exercise because it forces you to see all of the parts that are playing the same thing at the same time. It simplifies everything. It's a reduction. If you were to, mentally make a reduction of what you see on the score, all of the oboes, clarinets, bassoons, contrabassoon, horns, trombones, all the strings, they're doing the exact same thing. Right? It's only the choir that does something different, and the trumpet's in that one place. It's good. So let's start at 41, Emma. And let's just conduct through to figure 6 with Zach.
Can you please give me that one to hold?
Yeah. with Zach playing, will you sing any of the parts,
Okay.
except for the choral part? Sing any of the instrumental parts.
From 41.
Yeah, with Zach playing at the same time.
Okay. On pitch.
It doesn't, the pitch doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Doesn't
I
have to
ju-
be
it
perfect.
just
Okay.
has to be what you're audiating.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to audiate just in the villain one. I wasn't.
Great, you wanna
doing
sing that
full
one?
pitch though. I was just doing the rhythm.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to do.
Your hearing what the pitches actually are gonna add
To that.
your ability to have suspension between the beats, which is gonna allow you to be able to sing in time all the way through. Right now, your audiation of the rhythm is disconnected from any sense of musical line or phrase.
Okay. Actually, I think I was starting with da 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 da, and then I went da, and then I went to violin. Then da 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 da. That's what I was doing.
Right, but don't shorten any of those notes. Ya dum ba da dum ba bum be da 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 ba 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 be da ba ba be. Right?
Okay, that's what I got.
Sing. Let's start right there. We slowed way down to almost 100.
Oh.
Quarter note equals 100
Wow.
in this little section.
At the cut time. Okay.
Good, you remember the relationship is perfect
Should be
metric
the same.
modulation.
Yes.
So it's 1, 2, tapo, no, expostulation, my not, and then when you get to 1 before 8, what are you gonna do there?
8. That's when I stop and prep
Yeah,
on 2.
good, so let's just work the transition from 77 into 80.
77 here into 80. Okay, so it's no. Oh, you're right. I was going that completely slow. Okay.
Okay, good, thank you, but you're just a little bit behind.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah, you're a few beats, you're singing the beats behind.
2.
No, the mothers in trees.
Oh, so I was thinking. I was trying to do the
You're like a measure behind in what you're singing.
I was trying to do the violin one, not on the correct pitches though, but that's the rhythm I was thinking. Triola, 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 dun 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 dun.
Yeah, but that's not the violin one rhythm. You're saying that you're singing the dun dun da 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 2 beats after it actually happens.
Yeah.
Something 3.
Ya da da dee da da dee da 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 digga da 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 dee da da da.
Yeah.
Try it again. Just try it again. From 77. With Zach.
Sorry, let's start again. I just wanted to come in my head. From 77, did you
Yeah,
say? Sorry.
yeah.
Okay,
There you go. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
17. Okay, let's that one's from 77, please.
There you go. That's great. That's great. Now can you still the body even more? So we go one and a trio la di ga da di da da ga da da di. Yeah.
Okay, let's get going.
If you want to go faster, your gesture has to literally get smaller. One and a two and a one and a stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just crisp and clear. Right? Try it again. 77.
77.
You're off to the races. You're off to the races. So, just as I was saying with Lily on
Yes.
Tuesday, you've got to feel that sense of internal constant rhythm. And what's the fastest subdivision that we find in this movement? Good. Right. So you have to literally be thinking the whole time. Back down to 112 though, not at the tempo that you're going right now. If you think of any subdivision larger than that, the inclination to rush is too much because all of the energy is, moving forward. So going ticka taka ticka taka ticka taka ticka taka ticka taka ticka taka will keep you exactly in line. So why don't we start right at the downbeat of 8. Rehearsal 8. And you just factor ticka taka ticka taka ticka taka taka in your conducting.
Page 29.
So without Zach playing, can you articulate 16th notes and conduct through 8 measures of 4? Right, and that's what's happening.
Yes.
Too. Good. Now we can't just feel it vocally, you have to feel it down here. Pattern, 2, 3, 4, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. Okay, good. Now start right on the downbeat of 8. Don't even get into it, but maintain that tempo. See who's ready to go faster in that section? And I've got it records up.
Dynamics.
Right, but we can't do that. We can't
Yes.
allow that to happen.
Yes.
So, with the metronome on, and right here on your stand, at 112.
Strobe light, don't stare at it.
I guess set it right here.
It's fine though.
Okay. Sorry.
It's so slow.
What?
This is much slower.
It is much slower, and
I
it's
must
why
have had it at 120.
it's why we have to practice with the metronome, because a lot of the figurations don't even work if it goes any faster.
Actually, you know what, I think I must have had it at 121 and I was looking at it thinking it was at 112. Because sometimes my brain is tired, it switches things around. Because that is not the tempo I was doing it on my phone, that's for sure. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so you're gonna be the conduit. Sorry to interrupt. You're gonna be the conduit.
Okay.
When Zach's playing, he can't necessarily hear this very well. So you have to be the one that's showing him.
You show me.
No, you exactly. You show him.
Okay.
Good, and this is where it falls apart rhythmically because we don't want this on anymore.
Gosh.
So you see how unnatural that feels. You just have to start working with it at that tempo in your own practice. Okay? All right. All right,
Yes,
thank you.
thank you.
Next, Tanya's next.